begin this morning with breaking news overnight. One victim is hospitalized following a shooting in Tallahassee. Here's what we know so far. It happened in the area you see there on your screen just after 3 a.m. One man is receiving treatment for non-life-threatening injuries. This is an open and active investigation, so make sure to follow us on air and online as we learn more. Tallahassee police ask anyone who may have witnessed this shooting to call Crime Stoppers at 850-574-TIPS. And now we're taking a live look over the nation's capital this morning. That's where President Biden met with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer Friday to talk Biden's economic agenda deal. Ahead, we'll explain why there's a new rush to pass it. Thanks so much for starting your mornings here with us. I'm Veronika. We're joined by First Alert meteorologist Dave Vogan. Been tracking some pretty good weather for us this morning. Really excited about this Sunday. Good morning to you, Dave.
Yeah, nice, comfortable, calm outside. Get out and enjoy it. Slight chance for a shower, but that's not going to be a deal breaker here for the second half of the weekend. But I do want to show you the view right now. This is South Georgia looking good on this Sunday morning as we take a look at the temperatures. Yes, walking out the cool numbers. 54 is where we are at in Moultrie. But what about your backyard as we put the temperatures on the map? Low 50s across the map here in Thomasville, Valdosta, Homerville. Once you get into I-10, Tallahassee, 56 degrees. Warmer for those of us along the coastal areas in Franklin County. Already starting off the day into the 60s in Apalachicola. First Alert Titan Doppler radar, nothing on the map right now. Again, slight chance for a shower as we head late into the day, but most of us starting off sunny. Clouds begin to roll on through during the afternoon. Very small chance of that rain shower out there. Better chance we head into the overnight hours and into Monday. Speaking of your Monday, what are you walking out to the bus stop? And we do have some stronger storms to tell you about. I'll tell you all about it in detail coming up.
Negotiations on President Biden's social safety net plan are moving ahead. This after the president publicly revealed the issues responsible for holding up the passage of his economic agenda. Daryl Forges reports.
House Democratic leadership aiming to vote next week on President Biden's infrastructure and social safety net bills.
And we'll get this done.
The new rush? On Halloween, some surface transportation programs are set to expire. A bipartisan infrastructure bill already passing the Senate, but held up by Democrats in the House. Thousands of federal employees facing furlough if Washington can't find a way forward.
When you're in the United States Senate and you're a president of the United States and you have 50 Democrats, every one is a president.
Negotiations Friday come on the heels of Biden candidly revealing the concessions he's making. His plan for 2 free years of community college no longer making the final cut. His proposal for federal paid leave slashed from 12 weeks down to 1 month. Raising taxes on corporations, likely a no-go due to Arizona Senator Kristen Sinema's opposition.
She says she will not raise a single penny in taxes on the corporate side and/or on wealthy people, period.
Plans to expand Medicare benefits to dental, vision, and hearing.
That's a reach.
The bill is still expected to include some of the Democrats' biggest priorities, including universal pre-K and billions for climate change.
Compromise is not a dirty word, and that we will get nothing if we do not have 50 votes. The alternative is not a larger package. The alternative is nothing.
I'm Daryl Forges reporting.
Biden also taking his strongest stance yet on wanting to end the filibuster amid the need to pass voting rights legislation. The president says any push to end the 60-vote threshold in the Senate would have to wait for the passage of his spending bills. We're tracking unemployment this morning. Florida is reporting 17 consecutive months of job growth, so some good news there. As people are beginning to get back to work, the state gained almost 73,000 private sector jobs in September, 3 times the national average. The unemployment rate is currently 4.9%. And looking at Georgia this morning, the unemployment rate has dropped for the 7th straight month to a historic low of 3.2% in September. The number of employed rose above 5 million. Jobs were up 1.3%, which is over 14,000 jobs. People are asking for opportunities as companies across the country experience worker shortages. Advocates say people with disabilities are some of the most adaptive and creative potential employees that you can find. Tony Memwall put together a documentary showcasing artists of all abilities to shine a light on the talent and contributions of all people that can bring to the workplace.
People with differences and disabilities have an amazing capability that they've earned through spending their lives coming up with unique solutions to challenges. We're adaptive, we're creative.
Tony's documentary and interviews can be found on YouTube. The goal in part is to remind businesses of the importance of being accessible to people of all abilities. Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare is on a mission this morning to end breast cancer. And
one local survivor is leading the charge. We're talking about May Walker, who is a 48-year survivor of breast cancer. Every year, May, along with the Tallahassee Memorial Foundation, raise money for patients diagnosed with the disease. May says she wants patients to have the best care possible.
48 years ago, there was nothing there for me. And when I woke up, my desire was to make things better in this town, and we've come a long way.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. There's still time to donate to the Tallahassee Memorial Foundation. All proceeds benefit patients diagnosed with breast cancer at the Tallahassee Memorial Walker Breast Program.
Another hat in next year's governor's race. We're following a Miami senator's announcement who has her eye on Governor Ron DeSantis' throne. But first, we're on this live look right now over in St. Mark's Lighthouse, patiently waiting for that sun to come up this morning.